Insurance and Accountability Act is a long overdue effort to see that justice is done. It's been a pleasure to have worked with Mr. Deutsch, my Florida colleague, on this bill, and we're honored that several of our Holocaust survivors are able to be with us today. David Schachter of Miami, Jay Ibsen of Richmond, Virginia, from Washington, D.C., Louise Lawrence Israels, Dr. Sidney Lawrence, and Ruth Cohen. We are honored to have you here with us. Thank you so much. In the years leading up to World War II, hundreds of thousands of future victims of the Nazis' crimes purchased policies from European insurance companies. After the war, survivors contacted the insurance companies to submit claims, and to their shock, the survivors discovered that many companies refused to honor their policies. They insisted that survivors of concentration camps provide policy statements and documents and death certificates to verify their claims that the Nazis had stripped them of. In 1998, the International Commission on Holocaust-Era Insurance Claims, ICHEC, was established to address these serious issues. But ICHEC was deeply flawed, suffered serious problems with accountability and oversight. 84% of the 90,000 claims made were rejected. 84% of the 90,000 claims were rejected. Nevertheless, survivors were told that ICHEC, which stopped accepting new claims in 2004, was the only forum in which they could make those claims. Survivors are blocked from pursuing these claims in federal court. This bill is the last hope for Holocaust survivors to obtain justice. This bill would enable survivors to pursue civil action against insurance companies in federal court without any prejudgment of a verdict. Opponents of this legislation argue that the insurance companies have made contributions to reparation agreements and should be exempt from additional payments. They have the audacity to claim that this legislation will raise false expectations for Holocaust survivors regarding the results of litigation. Let me set the record straight. Contributions to reparations agreements are not a substitute for addressing the breach of contract that is the failure to pay legitimate claims of policyholders. And the assertion that this bill will raise false expectations for Holocaust survivors is outrageous. These are adults who simply want their rights restored. These companies should be bending over backward to ensure that Holocaust survivors receive the funds they are owed. But this legislation is not asking anyone to bend over backward. It would simply enable Holocaust survivors to exercise the same right as all other Americans seeking justice in our court system. So thank you, Mr. Deutsch. It's been a privilege to work with you on this bill, and we'll recognize you in just a few minutes.